tonight, I want to get into what I call Project Blue Balls, the definition, what it is. Texas is turning blue, just like my balls from the doom that never happens, man. But I wanted to get into tonight. I made the cover. Do you guys remember? Do you guys remember the truck nuts? It's been a while since I've seen truck nuts in the wild. Even though I moved to the South, I haven't seen them. I'm sure they still exist. You often hear EBT and I say Project Blue Balls on the outlining our enslavement streams. I just want to make it clear what I'm talking about when I say Project Blue Balls is that nothing ever happens. It seems like we all got addicted to the conspiracies with 9/11, right? And we're chasing the dragon ever since then to get that big 9/11 doom. Well, there hasn't been one since, really. Nothing ever happens. We've had all this doom build up for all these years. I can think of just off the top of my head, like Jade Helm or all these other, the Polygon Cyber one is the one right now, but there's always forever, if you've been looking into this information, something coming down the pipeline. If you remember before COVID, there was the World War III pump fake with Iran. Like they killed like some general of Iran or something. I think America did. I don't remember the exact details now, but it was a huge meme that like, oh, it's World War III is about to pop off, and nothing happened, The passports they talked about, the contact tracers never really happened, maybe in limited aspects. The passports they talked about, not really, right? They did kind of get rolled out. But all these things are like events to roll these ideas out and put them in the public's, psyche and subconscious. And then they just slowly chip away to get to those goals over a very long period of time. So it's not that nothing happens. It's that things happen in super slow motion and very, very slow increments into degeneration of society, into no morals, basically, where we're at now, where these kids were chimping out at the guy, whoever it was, the politician or whatever. If you remember, if you're old enough, if you're my age and you remember the movies, like, I wonder if I can find a clip of this. I remember like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie. And it was like, there was like a Shredder's army or whatever was that. And they all lived like underground. I wonder if I can find this fast enough. But basically they all lived underground. I don't think I'll be able to find it right away. But they all had like crazy hair. They looked basically like, it was like almost like a futuristic representation of a dystopia, what it would look like. And it looked just like that, this right here. It was young, angry people that looked very just strange, like this. That's like a trope of a lot of dystopic future movies, is youth gone wild, basically run amok. And that's a great way to destabilize your nation, is to just put the youth in charge, because the youth are so young and impressionable. It's easy to lead them wherever you want it to go. And you see it now, man. So they definitely have a goal they want to get to, transhumanism, all the things that we know that they want to get to. They do want this social credit passport and all this kind of stuff, right? But it just happens so slowly. There's never the release of like the 9/11. So you just get the ache. This is what I mean. I just want to clear it up too when I say Project Blue Balls. It's not that nothing happens. There's just no full-blown doom or the trauma that you'll ever get again from 9/11. So when you look at what happens, as far as we're kind of projecting what's going to happen with this World War III and Ukraine and all this, I don't think anything big will happen, and that's a pretty safe bet if you look at the history. But it will slowly creep you to where they want to get to. There's no more parents. The parent has become the friend, and the child runs the household, basically. Project Blue Balls. Nothing ever happened. It'll never happen again to the event of 9/11. And the one before that, I guess, would be like JFK, right? Which was in the 60s. So maybe like every 40 years, they'll hit you with one. But then society slowly creeps downward in morals for another 40 years. And then just keeps getting worse and worse through social engineering.